We are here to celebrate the union between these two incredible and beautiful souls, Brooklyn and Devon. I'm honored to have been asked to be a part of this day that I wasn't sure was ever going to happen. Devon's been my best friend for 23 years. We have grown up together and seen each other through so many of life's changes, so please bear with me when I get emotional. One of Devon's favorite quotes is, "The first step in the journey is to lose your way," by Galway Kinnell. It was always interesting to me that this was her favorite quote because Devon just doesn't do lost. She has a plan and is very calculated and somewhat OCD about just about everything. But I remember the day that I first saw a glimmer of Devon being lost when it came to this very different experience of her relationship with Brooklyn. Dev is pretty private about her life, so when she called and said she had a girlfriend, I knew this was serious and a big deal. This specific conversation is in my mind like it was yesterday. I even remember exactly where I was when she called. She called and said to me, "Bree, my girlfriend told me I'm an asshole." Am I really? My mind immediately flashed to when we were roommates, and Dev went for over a month of intentionally not laughing at a single thing I said. And I'm really funny. So my response was, well, yeah, kind of. You're not really one on a fundamental level, but you can be now and then. And I've said those words to Devon many times over the last 23 years, and she's never blinked. So to listen to her this concerned with the idea that Brooklyn might actually believe this was her true personality was very amusing. But that moment is also when I knew why this relationship was so different. That's when I knew Devon was deeply in love with Brooklyn.
Devon, when I first met you, I was unimpressed. I thought you were rude and unfriendly. It took us over a year to have an actual personal interaction with each other. But once that first conversation started, it somehow never ended. I soon realized just how wrong I was about you. You are the most kind-hearted and loving person I have ever encountered. Your intelligence and beauty as a person had left me speechless too many times to count. It was clear that you didn't open up to just anyone, and I was lucky enough to be chosen as the woman you gave your heart to. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that I'm not always the easiest to deal with, whether it's my occasional temper tantrums or my absolute stubbornness. Despite that, you have seen past any negatives about me, and you make me a better person. When I am with you, you compliment me in a way that makes me want to be better and do better. I have grown as a person because of you, because you always deserve the best version of me. So because you are the love of my life who has stuck by my side and decided to spend the rest of your life with me, I want to promise you a few things going into our marriage. First, I vow I will always fight hard to work through any issues that may arise, even when I'm upset or angry. Second, I vow to be emotionally and physically committed to you and only you for the rest of our lives. Third, I vow to always do my part in making sure we never stop laughing and having fun together, because that's my favorite version of us. Fourth, I vow to be there for you whenever you need me, in sickness and in health, in sunshine or rain, and on the good and bad days. I will always have your back. And finally, I vow to try my best to be more decisive about what's for dinner every night. So while I wish we would have talked to each other before a whole year went by, I am eternally grateful that you came into my life when you did. You are neither rude or unfriendly, as I have since learned. Your sense of humor and ability to make the best of any situation has made up for that first year. We have built a beautiful life together with an overwhelming amount of laughter and joy, and I know we will only continue to grow within our relationship for the best. We ended up exactly where we were supposed to be when we were supposed to. You are my best friend, my lover, my confidant, and my eternal life partner all in one. As your wife, I promise to love you with the same determination and confidence you've given me. I love you, and I cannot wait to be Mrs. Williams, no hyphen needed.
So Brooklyn, when I first met you, I had no idea we would be standing here now. I wasn't looking for the one, and to be quite frank, I was not thinking I would ever get married. Didn't really want to. But after the first time we spent time together, it was clear that our connection was very strong. We started to spend hours each day talking, whether we were on the phone or just being in each other's presence. And when we weren't, I found myself missing you. And that was something that was very foreign to me. So to this day, one of my favorite things about you is how easy it is to be myself when I'm with you. I remember the day that Abby told me, I'm going to marry you one day. And in that moment, I just said, no. It was way too soon for her to have said that, and I think she was completely off base. But even though in that moment I denied it, I knew she was right. Because I was doing something with you that I had never done before. I was falling in love with my best friend. Now that might sound cozy, but for me, falling in love with my best friend, I was struck with fear, a lot of it. And when I started to drown in that fear of that deep commitment, you pulled me out. You saved me. You saved me from myself, and you saved me for us. You put to rest any of the insecurities that I had by showing me that you would always show up for us and show up for me. This is just one of the reasons why I love you. I love that you are so protective over me, our love, and our family. I love that you are never afraid to ask for what you deserve or demand what you deserve. That takes a level of courage that I can only admire. But what I love most about you is that you are constantly a mirror for me. You look back at me daily and you show me love and grace. You never allow me to be too hard on myself or too easy. You challenge me to be better all the time. And because of this, I vow to you that I will always love you and show you the grace that you deserve. I vow to support you and to listen to your needs. I vow to never stop being silly. I vow to always keep your little feet warm at night, even if I might freeze to death. I vow to always let you carry the heavy stuff, because you are my man. I vow to always be honest with you. I vow to be present and not focus on the past or the future. I vow to love you even when you get as old as me. I vow to protect your heart with my love and every being that I have. And lastly, I vow that my love will always grow as we grow old together. Brooklyn, I am so excited to continue on this adventure of life with you. I am so truly grateful that you said yes that day in Tahoe. I love you.
So let me be the first to introduce you to this new family, Devon and Brooklyn Williams. You guys may kiss your brides.